I'm reading. No, that's not gonna get in players' heads. We'll get to that. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Take a couple deep breaths. We gotta have a conversation about this. Okay. Y'all know the routine. If you're watching on Twitter, if you're watching on Facebook, before I get into the serious talk, y'all got to come over to the YouTube channel. I'm going to get drunk and probably cuss out my team. Then I'm going to celebrate Detroit. So, oh my God. Woo. If you're watching on Twitter or Facebook, go to YouTube, type in Made for the Ville, MADEFORGHE. No, get this crap off here. We don't even keep champagne near you on a night like this. Take a second, hit the like button. Even if you're mad, hit the like button. We got to place the bet. The wrench is in the building. Let it rip. Okay. Facebook getting shut down. Y'all know how we do. Twitch is getting shut down. I'll give Twitter about 3 more minutes. Man, I am extremely disappointed. I am extremely disappointed with what I saw out there today. Every part of outside of their unselfishness, probably the only thing I really approved of. They didn't force the defense into the help. They did not contain. They did not finish around the basket. The only way to create urgency is to coach and substitute based on urgent play. And it needs immediate results to keep it fresh in their heads. Immediate consequences for taking plays off. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm not gonna overreact. Yeah. That's how it is. That's kind of a good way to phrase it. I won't overreact, but that's a terrible performance, and it does not look like you have them motivated. We all do have eyeballs. I'm not doing narrative stuff. It's very disappointing all the way around. But I will say this. He did play Tyler a lot more. Three shades. What you're saying, yes. But the way they weren't even going to the boards. They're athletic enough to be a good rebounding team. You can teach them to block out and make, like, you got to teach them, like, this is what he kind of says when a shot goes up, he kind of gets them to go bump a man, be physical, then go get the ball. You gotta go attack it. You gotta go attack the basketball. A lot of times, like, okay, sometime in practice when you got a big man like Dennis Evans, you don't really go to the basket because Dennis is probably gonna get it. But we're not attacking the rebound. Like, to me, the most fixable thing is like getting people in the paint. Right? Getting people to the paint, and I'll tell you the things I like and don't like. Or settle for outside shot. Yeah, it was a very poor effort. I don't think he blamed the players, but I do want to hear the press conference. Dennis with no field goals, and it's yeah. You want him to get some putbacks. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I can do criticism. Yeah, like I can do criticism, but narrative. Look, my moderator might have to get at you. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, it's inexcusable. I agree with that. Yeah, we did. The first play, one of the first plays in the second half, we went to JJ Trainer. But fundamentally, JJ Trainer wasn't strong around the basket. He still plays too high. We got muscled around. We got pushed around. We got backed down. And how do we stop from getting pushed around? Everybody say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Get low. They do not play low. They do not play low. I think Manny had to be hurt. If Manny just didn't play, yeah, true. Less turnovers, for a few minutes. But I'm gonna show you on the film exactly what our problem is. So don't worry about that. We'll get to that. Yeah, that'll do it. No. Listen, I know what you're saying. Tyler is gonna be a problem. He gonna get in and out the doghouse a lot. Brandon Huntley Hatfield, very disappointing. I mean, if you go see the plays where he's just barely he's not affecting the game. He's not affecting the game. And you can see nobody has confidence to even throw him the ball. Did y'all see when the ball got loose and then he just tried to slap at it and paw at it? It's like, no, he's not going to get the ball. He just jumping to swipe at the ball. No, I can't have JJ at the 5. Yeah, that's terrible. That was terrible. Yeah, do me a favor, listen, especially if you're in here attacking everybody, please hit the like button while you're in here. It's a good nighttime place. It's a good nighttime chat room. Hit the like button while you're in here. Yeah, I gotta go hear it. I mean, listen, if you look, what do you have to say about the game? What did you have to say about the game? Because I don't see nothing. being a rebound is lazy from the players. Yeah. I mean, listen, it's not going to be job conversations at all. So don't waste your time or mine. The way he coaches intensity and effort is going to have to change. The way he punishes and praises effort is going to have to change. Finishing strong around the basket, using the glass, going to have to change. I do agree with that. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, y'all get in their basket, y'all should be able to finish. That's actually why. That's actually no. We ran a play for Caleb too, Caleb Glenn, and Caleb Glenn lowered his shoulder, put his chest into somebody, and used the glass. Yeah, but if I didn't, I'll have to go back and look at JJ. Yeah, Money 1322. There was a play where we were in transition, and this is like a difference between pros and college. We get in transition, right? We get the ball to the middle, and Curtis Williams goes to the 3-point line. And when you got that lane, Marcus Maben, college Marcus Maben, college purist Marcus Maben, I can't wrap my head around going out to shoot a 3-pointer when y'all can just go to the basket, make a bounce pass, and get a bucket. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around that. But I see a lot of teams do it. Are they unskilled, or is it their toughness? Yep, they chase their misses. Yeah, there's a concerning casualness to the team. So that part is, that part is a major issue. Let me see if y'all telling the truth. Okay, let me see if y'all telling the truth. Hold on. Let's turn the music down. Let's see. Because I will call it out if I see it. If I see it, I'll call it out. I promise you.
Guys, hats off to Weston. They did a great job. They came in here. They were more physical than us, obvious by the 47 to 33 rebounds. We seemed to just ball watch, which we talked about, and they seemed to attack the ball. We at times we looked like defensively we had it figured out. We just could not sustain. This game is hard. Winning is hard. It takes a commitment by every person that has a jersey and every coach. I hope that we learn from this because there's a look. I'm trying to get them to buy into something that's difficult. At times, it's something they've never had to do before. It's not easy. And I need them to learn fast. I need my freshmen to learn fast. I need my veteran guys, JJ, Emmanuel, Brandon. You can't finish a game with 2 rebounds and 1 rebound. You can't. You can't. Not.
You can't leave them in the game with that.
As a team. You know, again, hats off to them. I look at it, the first 10 minutes of the game, we forced 10 turnovers. For the game, first 10, we forced 10 turnovers. The rest of the game, they had 4. What is that? We settled that time for threes. It is hard to live and die by threes. I teach paint touches. I want the ball in the paint. I would love to have the ball in the paint multiple times, because by getting it in the paint multiple times, the threes will come in rhythm and not just settle threes. If it's one pass and a shot or a ball screen and a shot, you're not creating offense for your teammates, and the offense becomes stagnant, which we saw some of that today as well. We tried hard at times, but again, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Hopefully we learn from this, all of us coaches, myself and players, because you know, it's not acceptable to go out and the other team.
You see, listen, just hearing that, he is accepting responsibility. Don't just do narratives. I mean, it doesn't matter that he's accepted. Like, I'm not going to give him a celebration for accepting responsibility, but he knows he got to do better about getting them to rebound and getting the ball to the paint and getting buckets. But yeah, we're going to talk about, look, I will talk about the things that are coached and the things that are player-centric, coach-centric, and what he has to do to improve with the coaching part of it that you see on the floor. We'll keep going though.
Team is more physical than you, plays harder than you, play tougher than you, as if you don't understand what this is. Questions?
Kenny, was the rebounding, was that maybe the most disappointing because that is more kind of an effort thing?
No question. You know, for me, I
Twitter got to come to the YouTube.
8 to 10 points, maybe more, where the shot was made by them, and our guys are watching, hoping the next guy got it, and they bum rush the ball and put it in the basket. Not acceptable. We work on rebounding. We talk about how important it is to finish off possessions. We get them to miss, and well, I don't know their second chance points, how many they had, but whatever it was too many.
Kenny, when that happens, was there any thought to playing Dennis more in the second half? He got just 5 minutes, and then Brandon had only 8, and then we didn't see Manny as well.
Mm.
Well, for me, you know, what they did, the adjustment they made is they went sort of small. They went with their 4-man and played him at the 5 and put him on the perimeter, which sort of negates Dennis a little bit. But again, between Brandon, JJ, Caleb, we should be able to handle whatever somebody throws at us.
Dennis and Brandon played, I think, a combined 31 minutes and had 2 shots, both by Brandon. One of them was a run out on after a steal. Are they not posting up? Are guys not looking for them? Why aren't they more active in the offense?
I just think we refuse to get paint touches. At times, there's opportunities there, and they'll run, like, for example, if the 5-man rebounds the ball, the 4-man in transition should run and post up. We shouldn't have to run offense. It should be simple. Throw it down, throw it ahead, throw the ball to the post, and we play off it. When the ball goes up, at a lot of the times tonight, the shot goes up, and I'm watching my 4 and 5 make no effort to fight to get the rebound. I'm running post plays.
Right there. He's saying it. So when I say he has to change the way he enforces something, Dude, we all saw the same thing. The shot went up. Your 4 and 5 are already going back down the court. Coach, we got to say, hey, you can't leave them on the court the first time you see them do that. Listen, a shot goes up. If you don't have 2 to 3 people fighting for going to try to get a rebound, the reason you don't go for the rebound is because, first of all, you didn't get the shot. And second of all, you don't want to run to get back on defense. It takes effort to run, go try to rebound, not get the rebound, and then run back. So you want to be lazy and run back. And you're letting them off the hook. When the first time you see that, you got to get them off the court. When a shot goes up and there's nobody trying to rebound, you got to get those 2 big men off the court. Listen, you got to put JJ, Brandon, Big Dennis, Caleb. You got to put all of them on a 0 tolerance policy. The shot goes up, you need to be under the basket fighting for it. I mean, shit, JJ, they ran JJ 4 feet out of bounds, blocking him out. But he saw what we saw. He's saying the same thing we said.
And we decided to come off and shoot it. So attention to detail, knowing the play, knowing how to execute the play, playing with energy. All those things was not up to par. And, you know, a lot of it falls on me, but it also getting them to understand exactly what I want, when I want it, how I want it. When we executed, we got good shots. Not saying that
we got a lot of great shots,
but we got good shots.
We got a lot of good shots, not easy.
Coach,
shots,
just
though.
in regards to the perimeter offense, it seemed like the screening wasn't really opening up guys to get easy looks. Is that something that needs to get better, or how can you get better looks from the perimeter? It seemed like a lot of contested jump shots.
So it sort of goes with the question that Rick just asked. The bigs didn't touch the ball a lot. So what was happening was we were setting screens and the defenders going under the screen. We force him to go over the screen. And the one time we did it, or a few times we did
that's a league mom talking.
We set a screen and then we re-screened.
You're right.
Got down the lane, drove down the lane, made a bounce pass to JJ. JJ dunked the ball. We have to force people to
I didn't hear
over the top, because by going under, it's not, especially when you're missing jump shots, you're playing into their hands. We have to do a better job of screening.
Coach, it's pretty obvious there's a disconnect. So where's the disconnect at, and where do you guys go from here?
The disconnect is understanding fully how hard that you got to practice, how hard you got to play, how desperate you have to be defensively. The disconnect is other teams are good. I knew going into this game that this was going to be a tough game. We needed it to be a tough game.
I'm assuming Manny was hurt.
Because we need to know exactly how hard we got to play against good talent. You know, that team played well against St. Louis. There's a reason. They're a pretty good team. And they've been together and they play hard and they understand what the coach is asking them to do. We are learning about ourselves. We don't have a ton of experience, but we do have experience. But the disconnect is, again, how hard are you really going to beat teams with your talent, or are you going to beat teams with the work ethic, with the toughness, with the fight? We can't beat teams with talent. We're never going to be the most talented team, but we can beat them with fight.
Kenny, this was the first time we saw Sky and Drea starting together. It seemed like, it was a slow start for everybody, but what about them specifically, seeing them working on the court together, did you like and not like?
I thought they was okay together. I thought defensively they were talking at times, especially in the first half. I thought we were really good defensively in spurts in the first half. I thought we got a little laxed, or we understood how our bodies or our minds just sort of like, okay, Let's hope. Let's not impose. Let's hope. Let's hope they miss shot. Let's hope we get a steal. Let's hope that me just gambling on the ball, I can get the steal. You can't. You have to be disciplined. You're playing good basketball players. And then, for Trey, I love Trey White, and Trey White is going to be a great player. I love Scott Clark. He's going to be a great player. But they are still learning about themselves, and this isn't the finished product. This is a work in process.
Kenny, and talking to the guys, whether it be at the ACC tip-off or on media day, they were pretty confident about changing their identity, and part of that was the intensity and stuff. Curious, what was their reaction after this loss in the locker room? Did they feel, or what's their emotional feelings coming after a loss where they probably felt confident going in?
I think they feel down. I think they're learning. They're learning that you have to play hard. You have to understand that other teams and other players, regardless of what Division II, Division I, they can play. Other guys can play. They're understanding about concepts. They're understanding about basketball offensively. You're understanding about, they're learning on the fly what it means to have four dudes on the same page and then one dude not react to it. Some will get burned. Or
That's the truth too.
then it's less a guy
That's
beat
the
him off
truth.
a ball screen baseline, the guard gets around him, they get a corner three at a critical time. Little things mean a lot. And I think they're learning on the fly. They're learning that, we're a good shooting team. We're much better than we shot tonight. We are. I know that. But I also know if you live by the three and you live by jump
Dick was
shots,
top 10 when they lost to Athletes in
and you don't
Action.
screen for each other and the ball isn't moving, you're going to have moments where the ball's not going in the hole and then the other team gets confidence.
Coach, just in terms of your defense, is there any specific defensive metric or defensive goal that you give the team that you kind of monitor or have the guys really look to try to force on that side of the ball?
I've always talked about kills, which is 3 stops in a row. The goal is to get 8 or 9 different kills. If you can do that, you're consistently a pretty good defensive team. Again, I think we're learning that in order to be that type of team, you got to be vicious, you got to be focused, you got to be locked in, and you got to help each other. You got to really help each other. If one person lets down, somebody else is picking them up. The next person lets down, somebody else is picking him up, meaning that he makes up for his mistake. I thought there were times when, Sky got beat off the drive, and the guy went right down the lane and laid it up. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. One, by Sky not to keep the ball in front. Unacceptable. And Tyler. Unacceptable by nobody coming over to help. Unacceptable by they missed the shot, and then they get a rebound and stick it back in. Unacceptable.
You got to be careful with Dennis's minutes. You got to be careful with Dennis's minutes. You got to be careful with Dennis's minutes. Damn, I'm sorry, y'all. I got behind. Now there's a human being right there. There's a good human being. They know how hard this is for me. And Steven bought me a drink. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Steven. You are a human being. You got some people in here that won't even hit the like button. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Let's get one, at least one in here. Yeah. I will say this. Yeah, just the talent level. Listen, if you see something that casual out there, it's because they're getting away with being casual at this point. They got away with being casual. When the shot goes up, but here's the thing. Listen, anything I'm saying is fixable. Some things last year weren't fixable. Like some point guard situations was not fixable. everything you saw out there tonight is fixable. Am I confident? I'm not confident right now. Do I do know he sees what the problem is. That's what's frustrating. He sees what the problem is. It's his style of fixing it is what I need to gain confidence in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if next game, if a shot goes up and you see 3 people in the paint on every shot, that's just because, you know, he took a week to just say, hey, if a shot goes up and you're not in the paint, you on the fucking treadmill. If an offensive shot goes up and JJ, Brandon, Caleb, or Dennis, if their feet aren't in the paint, you on the fucking treadmill. Pardon my language. We'll see that difference in 1 week's time. We'll see a difference. If you saw that out there and you saw us get out rebounded, and you can't fix something like getting, and I'm saying the staff, if you can't get feet in the paint, if you can't get good box outs, listen, I do understand sometimes you get casual. Listen, if I had Dennis Evans, I hated rebounds. I probably averaged fewer rebounds than, like, there's probably a metric that says I am the highest. I probably have the most dunks all time with the fewest rebounds. I bet you Kelly Dickey, if I asked Kelly Dickey who averaged the fewest rebounds with the most dunks, I bet you I would rank number 1. I hated rebounding, but you do some other stuff to make you valuable, or the coach has to say, if you don't rebound, you're not going to be out there. And that's me as a guard. But as a big, like Brandon, 1 rebound, I shouldn't have to. Listen, here's what happens too. Guys will go home at night, big men will go home at night and say they wasn't giving me the ball. If I put you on a basketball court and you have 1 rebound and you play at least 16, 17 minutes, that ain't on me. I mean, it's on me. It's on me for leaving you in the game. So it's not on me technically, but it is on me for leaving you in the game that long. Hmm. I don't think they thought that, but we did have some opportunities to blow it open early on, and we just let them be too comfortable. Okay, when I was young, my first summer here, I was guarding DeJuan Wheat in the summer, and DeJuan Wheat said, he told me this is however many years ago. I don't want to say it. I want to feel old. DeJuan Wheat said, you have to force your opponent to go one way or the other. Means you got to take away his right hand or take away his left hand. Problem is, we get in front of people and we don't take anything away. Everybody's too good. Anybody in basketball can go around you if you stand right in front of them. They lower their head and go right. They lower their head and go left. If they get lower than you, it's a foul on you. So I was disappointed that we didn't take away a lot. Yeah. This is good talent. I do agree. This is good talent. You can't lose that game. That's not going to happen this year. So I told you, don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. That's pretty funny. Yeah, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. You beg for the ball. We throw you the ball, and you're soft with the ball. Would you throw the ball to somebody who every time you see him get the ball, they're just waiting to get fouled? He inspires no confidence in when he gets the ball. Listen, I was saying throw him the ball, but you don't want to throw the ball at somebody who's good at getting position, but not good at finishing. Yeah, look, the 1 point loss thing cannot happen. Benny, if we didn't play starters, you'd still say we should have won, right? And where you been at? Benny, where you been at? I think my moderator said they never seen you in here. Benny, I hope you hit the like button at least. I hope there's a way I can go back and check. I'm going to go check to see how many negative people in this night show actually just hit the like button and said, okay, I'm going to come in here and be negative as possible, but I'm not even going to hit the like button. I mean, you a terrorist. You a midnight family terrorist. If you came in here spewing all, not just negative, spewing all, whatever. Anyway, it's not the point. Point is, the rebounding cannot happen again. If the coach doesn't go to full laboratory work on the rebounding and the intensity, hold on, sorry. Yeah, right. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button at least. Don't just, what is it called? Bush watching? Hanging in the bushes watching. Listen, again, fixable things. If it don't get fixed, it is what it is. You see it. If you're not going to substitute, or you're not going to immediate discipline them into doing the right thing, okay. I have three things that, listen, I'll become the most negative person in the world about Louisville basketball with three things. Okay? Now I want to tell you that. After I tell you these three things, you can understand who I am moving forward. So just so you know, it won't be spin, it won't be anything else. Gregor said I need a new bottle. Listen, I still ain't cracked the Gallant bottle yet. I need to. So here's the thing. Hold on. Let me go back and check. Is the game over? Hold on, what did I finish with? 157. 31 out of my Detroit defense. Okay, got that. Did the players talk at all? Did the players talk at all? Does anybody know? Did we get some players at the podium after the game? Okay, do this, y'all. I'll just pick a random spot. I'll give you my three things. Give me about 90 seconds to go refill. Present, share.
The adjustment they made is they went.
If you want me to,
they went with their 4-man.
If you want me to join the dark side
and put him on the perimeter,
I'll give you the three things. I will be right back.
again, between Brandon, JJ, Caleb, we should be able to handle whatever somebody throws at us.
Dennis and Brandon played, I think, a combined 31 minutes and had 2 shots, both by Brandon. One of them was a run out on after a steal. Are they not posting up? Are guys not looking for them? Why aren't they more active in the offense?
I just think we refuse to get paint touches. At times, there's opportunities there, and they'll run, like, for example, if the 5-man rebounds the ball, the 4-man in transition should run and post up. We shouldn't have to run offense. It should be simple. Throw it down, throw it ahead, throw the ball to the post, and we play off that. When the ball goes up, at a lot of the times tonight, the shot goes up, and I'm watching my 4 and 5 make no effort to fight to get the rebound. I'm running post plays, and we decide to come off and shoot it. So attention to detail, knowing the play, knowing how to execute the play, playing with energy.
No,
all those
Detroit
things was not up to
Sound Jones. Detroit is
and,
just good.
You know, a lot of it falls on me, but it also getting.
Listen, no doubt in my mind, players got to execute 3 things. Rebound discipline doesn't increase. If rebound discipline doesn't increase immediately, yeah, listen. The turnover thing is improvement, forcing turnovers, forcing deflections. The guys that create havoc are just going to be the guys that have to play, and they're going to have to be the guys that win. And you're going to have to start saying, listen, you don't crash the boards, you ain't in the game. You don't crash the boards, you're not in the game. Defensively, Ty is the only exception to I can work with him. I can work with him. He sometimes he puts the defense in a bad position, but he recovers. He recovers with an energy level. Hey, I'm proud of Ty Johnson for keeping his head up. I'm proud of him because he was screwing up. Kenny was on him. They're gonna fight back and forth, but Kenny's gonna get the best out of Ty because he has the kind of motor that Kenny loves to work with. Yeah, first of all, I wouldn't throw the ball to a big man I didn't believe could finish. Second of all, if y'all are around the basket, you're not using the backboard and you're missing short shots on the angle, we're gonna have a problem. Our guys that are older guys are not leaders. They're not being leaders. Mike James is leading by example, but I know he wants to, like, he says the right things. He leads by example, but you need dogs to lead. Not will be, is. No, listen, listen. He knows. I think all the coaching staff know that was a pathetic rebounding effort. They know sometimes you get complacent, but here's the problem. They also know there's no fan base in the country with this level of talent is going to put up with lethargic defense and lethargic rebounding. So, yeah, like I'll give it to any fan. I'll give the angriest fan. I'll say you have the right to be angry about a lethargic rebounding effort with this level of talent. I'll give that to anybody. There's no spin to that. there's a terrible a terrible energy. There's a terrible energy around the basket. And if the coach continues to let people just run around and look for easy touches and not, not get extra possessions, not get rebounds, not fight for everybody waiting for their play to be called, then you shouldn't play. Yeah, so I'll put that on the coach if it doesn't improve. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it right on the coach if it doesn't improve. If you see it and I see it and don't improve, cool. It is what it is. Extremely casual. Extremely casual. That is kind of like a hybrid thing. Like even something like this. You see how, like, at the end of the game, you see how the other team ran to the free throw line when something happened? You see how they run to the ball when something happens? He treats them like pros. They walk around like pros. They don't run to the little things. They don't run to the little things. That's why when he said it, and he said sometimes we look at the ball and we think somebody else is going to get it, and then the other team ends up getting it. You get fouled. Our guy takes 5 minutes to get up off the ground. Their guy pops up quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, everybody in the world, it can be fixed. It is not fixed. It can be fixed. So to say it's impossible to be fixed, it can't be fixed, you're wrong. You can point out what they're doing that you don't like. But to say, there's no way it can be done, he's telling you he sees it. He can ratchet up his intensity as a coach. Someone write Red State. I don't want to steal it, but Steve Rummage said it. He said, boy, y'all better enjoy these last 3 home games. He said, if you want a chance to be a fan, you better listen. These last 3 football games got to get you through some hard times. So just in case, you better make sure you make it to these football games. Rain, sleet, snow, or sunshine. Yeah, but you didn't expect to lose it. But you also don't want to panic. Like, listen, here's the thing. You don't want to play like Chris Mack. He didn't care. He would play his 5 best guys the whole game. It's not the way you fill out a roster, but you didn't lose this game. But here's the thing. Do you want Dennis Evans running up and down the court in his, second exhibition and then be injured? You're going to need Dennis Evans. You're going to need these guys, you know what I'm saying, to grow. J Mac, I didn't see what you were talking about originally. I feel you. A good 3-pointer is how the game's supposed to be played now. If you get a good look, you're supposed to hit it. If you get a good wide open look, you're supposed to hit it. Or you're supposed to hit it at least 50% of the time if you're wide open. Yeah, but the part we're mad about is not chemistry. Yeah, rebounding has nothing to do with chemistry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Of course. Everybody's extremely disappointed what they saw tonight. Was that Jamie Lucky tonight? Aggressive lineup was a small lineup. Gary, I agree. Hey, Lauren, I don't need this sarcasm. Yeah, I think you're done for the night, player. Yeah, urgency can get established now. Yeah. Some of those things are just like, yeah, you have to make a zero tolerance policy for some things, and if you don't, you're giving them a pass on being casual. Mm, that's pretty funny. We had a lot of good looks. We did have a lot of good looks. Uh, I'm gonna assume you done for the night with that comment. Uh, I mean, Curtis should have been finishing at the basket on a couple of those runouts. Hey, listen, Mike, that back door was a good coaching job on the other people's part. You learn that you got to keep one hand behind them and force them out. That was a great play call to set up a freshman on a backdoor cut. It's a great play call. Listen, I know that because I got set up on that all the time. It's a great play call. Curtis Williams isn't ready for that play. No freshman is ready for that drive at you hard, scissor cut, go back door. No freshman is ready to stop that play. And if they do, it's an awesome job. To the lab, hardcore. Yeah, the staff, in my opinion, the staff is gonna have to be a lot harsher. They see the things, they see the mistakes, and the process. We see other coaches being a lot harsher on the process, and this is 8 new guys. You know what I'm saying? You can coach these new guys harder. You can coach the old guys harder. The guys you kept, you can coach them harder. I still see JJ standing up too tall. There's no excuse to let a guy drive you with 5 dribbles all the way back down. Yeah. I don't want to hear the therapy stuff. You can be therapy for guys who are like, okay, somebody who plays as hard as Tyler, you can be therapeutic to them. But if you need motivation, JJ, Brandon, like those guys, you can't be therapy to them because they already don't got a motor. So if you give them another excuse, emotional, caring, love, emotional, you can't give Brandon and JJ that level of slack. You just can't coach them. It's just like everybody know that kids are different. Some kids you got to be tough on. Some kids they only motivated by running and the bench. Some kids you put on the bench they feel sorry for themselves. Some kids you put on the treadmill, they get sick of the treadmill. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Doc, you probably didn't have too much fun tonight, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna get on over there. I got to get over there and watch it. But again, it's hard to determine it from practice because in practice they might be going hard against each other, but you got to pull them. You got to pull them, start putting them on the treadmill for lack of effort. Manny would have rebounded better, but he wouldn't have necessarily played better defense. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, Allie Jack, I did think about that. I did think about that. Billy McNichol, I'm sure. Well, I'm assuming he was injured because for not playing. Yeah, some of those are tough to guard. I won't look the backdoor play. I won't. That's a hard play to guard. Listen, it's a hard play to guard when you guard seniors. When I put my freshmen out there, a senior knows how to set you up for that all day. That's the one that I'll give a pass. Yeah, we should be able to get to the basket a lot better. Our jump stops need to be stronger. Yeah, I feel you. Sorry. Yeah, the effort. Yeah, again, we all saw the same thing. The effort was not where it needed to be. It doesn't matter if he's soft or not. The coaches gotta find a way to get maximum effort out of him, or put him on the bench and go. Like I said, go with Dennis and Taylor. Practice is better. I've gotten harder. Yeah, yeah. You saw the same game. No, Karan doesn't like. He messes up some of the. Yeah, yeah. Just might as well get in shape. Yeah, Karan. He messed up on a lot of plays last week, so they're probably not high on him right now. Easy, easy baskets are my other biggest concern. My number three, college offenses are designed to get you easy looks, and like you can't pack line in the NBA. You can pack line and keep people at the paint in college. Like shooters are too good in the NBA, and it's like, coach, if you're gonna run these NBA things, if your guys aren't hitting like NBA players, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, but with the transfer market, you don't get the long term rebuild narrative, especially because here's the thing: rebounding effort is not about talent. So multiple years to do that, nobody's gonna get that. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, those kind of games with that effort. Yeah, they gotta have good cop, bad cops. Yeah, but here's the thing: exhibition still don't matter. Got it. Your rebound, you can't get rebounded by Kentucky Wesleyan in an exhibition game. Like we're not gonna. We're coming off a 4-win season. That can't happen. It can't happen for the players. It can't happen for the coaches. Kentucky Wesleyan cannot out rebound you no matter what. There is no excuse for that. There is no excuse for that. The players know it. The coaches know it. The coaches know that they can never put a team out there to get out rebounded by a team that unathletic again. I could tell by the press conference that the coaches know that if that ever happens again, none of them will expect to be coaches here for a long time. And I believe that in my heart. I think when the coaches watch the replay of this game and see the effort and the rebounding, they know that if they put 5 guys or 10 guys out here that get out rebounded like this by a team like that, they know. They know. That's not player centric. That rebounding effort wasn't player centric, wasn't athlete talent centric. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We should have got. I mean, Trey White gets a steal by himself. He ends up throwing the ball underneath the backboard. He's careless with the basketball. He doesn't take it. He doesn't get it up on the glass. Nothing. He was free. He was just freestyling. Coach Payne likes confidence. Confidence comes from being able to execute fundamentals. They were not able to execute their fundamentals. Yeah, I don't have to put a number up. Body language is bad. Hit the like button, fam, please. Yeah. Listen. Again, don't waste your time hiring and firing because it's not going to happen. Listen, I know that, you know that. Everybody over at the athletic department knows there is no hiring and firing during the season. So the best thing you can do is say what they got to get better at, what don't you like, and what do they have to get? What do you like? What don't you like? What do they have to get better at? Yeah, there is no trust. They don't look. Last year, I would defend that they didn't get the ball to Brandon, but now I'm saying I see why they're losing confidence in Brandon. Yeah, definitely alumni pissed. Everybody's pissed. I'm pissed. Mm-mm. No, nothing like that's gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem. That's an easy. You gotta get a dunk out of that. You gotta get a dunk or and one out of that. That's you gotta run 3-on-2, 2-on-1s. That's gotta be an and one with Trey. You gotta use the glass and you gotta dunk on him. That the Trey White play. There were about 5 plays that were like extremely concerning, and the Trey White play was probably number 2 of the most concerning plays that I would say, hey, coach, if they're comfortable getting, if you're mad about the bad call, about the ball going off his leg or not going off his leg, then that's a problem. That play has to be a bucket or an and one, or it has to be an intentional foul with a guy getting ejected. Hold on. Hold on. Free throw shooting is awesome. I did like the free throw shooting. Even big Big Dennis knocked down a couple free throws. Yeah, ref shouldn't matter. Even though I thought they sucked. Yeah, like that team was not good enough to for me to excuse the loss. Yeah, the willing passer thing is why they don't want to pass you the ball. Yeah, because down by the basket, like nobody thinks he's going to score. Listen, he had his guy in perfect position. I don't want to throw you the ball because you're not going to jump up and get it. I mean, I understand it now. I understand why they don't want to throw Brandon the ball. Because he's literally waiting for somebody to knock the ball loose and blame it on somebody else. I can see it, y'all. I mean, goddamn, I know basketball. Brandon is waiting for the play to go wrong and blame it on somebody else. And I hate saying it, but it's like that's why he moved so many different schools. He wants rankings. And it's like, I'm sorry, like I love that kid. He's from my hometown. But he plays like he wants an excuse to lose. He wants an excuse to not be ranked. He's looking for an excuse. He plays like he's looking for an excuse. And it's the truth. It's the truth. Like nobody knows something like that more than me. I'm sorry. Nobody knows. Nobody sees what I see. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, again, I'm really not smart in a lot of things. I never had like jobs as an adult. There's a lot about life I don't know anything about. But I am an expert in body language and basketball. That's the only thing I'm really smart at. Body language in basketball and football. The only thing. I need help with everything else in life. But this, I know what I'm talking about. Brandon is looking to blame somebody else. Brandon, he learned basketball from a personal trainer and a book and television. He does not have individual personal finishing skills, individual personal toughness. He has not played enough pickup basketball. He can look the part all day long. That's why they don't throw him the ball in the post. So when you see Brandon posting up all big and strong, and you see people not want to throw him the ball, it's because the moment you throw him the ball, it some type of way the ball ends up getting deflected, going the other way, and he's jogging back. He has no intensity, and he goes to the bench and he says they couldn't get the ball to me. It breaks my heart. We need a crowd for this game. Yeah. Jamie Lucky and your boy TV Teddy. D'Lo had good minutes. He had good minutes. True. Season begins next Monday. Yeah, then there's that. Okay, listen. If you're a member, I'm probably going to do a film breakdown just for members. So I suggest you subscribe. I suggest you become a member. I'll do the film breakdown. So then you can be smart to everybody else you know. You can know exactly what I see in all honesty. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. But we ain't done talking about this. Like, don't get me wrong. We ain't moving off of this.